Come on, Jack. Come on, baby.
Nothing runs like a deer.
Nothing runs like a deer. That's all I got to say. Thank you. Jack Deere is another one of those kids. Next door neighbor. I see him every day. Sometimes I'm wondering why he's in my house when I'm not there. TV's on, but anyways, just having you on the teams is great. In baseball, it's no exception. You have amazing eye-hand coordination. You'll notice that Jack doesn't even have to swing through the ball; it just happens to connect. He can be kind of looking the other way. He's like, "Oh, was that a bunt? No, it was just Jack, making contact." Really came on strong in the infield at the end of the year. Not only did you pitch it sometimes throughout the year, and you play a lot of positions, but you in the infield were that catch at second base in our last game was just evidence of like the baseball player you become. So I really appreciate being on the team. Love coaching you, buddy. Marc Renner, Marky Mark. Right out of the water. So Marc decided to take a vacation at the end of the season, which I wasn't so sure about. I was like, dude, you're good, but we could use you. So Marc's one of those all-around players that he can pitch when you need him to. He can play any position, infield or outfield. Came around at the end of the season again, like Sam, with the hitting, was making contact, and I love having you on the team. This guy's like he acts so serious, but I know you've got that fun-loving part that you love being around the guys. You're just a great part of the team. I feel bad sometimes. He looks down the baseline like, Coach, might get the bunt sign finally. It's like 8:28. Are you going to give me the bunt sign? I was like, no, we're not doing that. So I appreciate you being on top of it. There's another most improved category, and it comes from, I think this would have to be most improved pitcher, but I think even from last year, most improved catcher. And up there for most improved hitting. You all around is pretty incredible. But the one story I'll tell about Jacob is that in the beginning of the year, Jacob said, "Coach, can I pitch?" And I said, "Anyone who wants to pitch can have a chance. Any practice you want, you have an opportunity if we have time to pitch," which we did. And he was kind of like, third practice saying, "That Coach, am I going to pitch?" I said, "Probably not in the games, but we can do it in practice." He's like, "Well, I really want to pitch." And I was like, okay. Time goes on. We pitched him in a couple games. Like, okay, need some work, whatever, do it. By mid-season, this guy was the starting opening pitcher in the lineup, and that went through the whole thing. And I just, what's amazing is just such earned activity, is that you were there the whole time, just worked at it, and you became a powerhouse. And I just think you've got a great career as a ball player. I know it's in your family lineage, but literally, and let's not, the hits, dude, you're like almost at the fence. Hey, this is your nemesis right here. This is like run for your money. The blonde California me. Yeah. All right. Kevin Ham, come on down. And Kevin's one of those kids that can play any position in the field. He's as good as outfield as he's in the infield. He's a pitcher. He's a hitter. And I'll tell you, is that what a great anchor to have on this team. And we almost didn't get him in the beginning of the season, and it just kind of fell into our lap that he fell on our team. And I will tell you is that was a great thing. You've been a big spark on this team. You definitely keep me honest. He lets me know where I stand, and that's good because I get that at home with my wife, and I get it on the field with Kevin. I can't hide. Thank goodness. Anyways, great job this year. Thank you so much. Jason Terra.
Second thought.
Yeah, rule number one. Not only is Jason a great party host. And it's like when we took the team here when you guys were in Jamaica, that was so weird. That was so weird. Is that, I still see the, Anyways, so I want to thank you for being such a great part of the team. Second year in a row I've had you on the team. And what's really fun is that Jason's one of those kids, just like now. He's just smiling. It's like it doesn't matter what's really happening. He's just smiling. What can I do? He's always working to improve. And I just love having you on the team. You're such a great spark, a great part of the team. Thanks, brother. Okay, then we have Robbie Levinson. Come on up, Robbie. Robbie, again, great friend of my son from just outside sports, but when he plays sports, it's just a joy to coach him. You give me my challenge of like, did you hear what we just talked about? And he's like off doing something else. So it's always like Robbie and I have a kind of that challenge, but I'll tell you, great hustler. Definitely like a guy who comes up to the plate, you don't think he's going to just crack it out there, and he does. You can play any position out there. You've been a great part of the team. Great hustle. Love having you. Know you love baseball.
Great catches.
Great catches. Peyton Stoner.
All right, Peyton.
You know, Peyton's someone I've always looked up to. And, you know, when I saw Peyton, I just thought he was, you know, one of the guys coming out from the league, but he turned out to be on the team, and I thought that was kind of neat. You know, people always ask me, you know, how old is this guy? And I said, you know, I don't know, but when he drove me to the game, it was just really crazy. You know, I didn't even ask for a license. I just for my name. But, you know, Peyton has just been such a big part of this team, a true powerhouse. I think we would all agree, is that he's shown that he can do pretty much anything on the field. You know, a great pitcher, a great catcher, ferocious at the plate. And what I love most about Peyton, besides just the athleticism, is just his desire for the game. And guys, tell me if I'm wrong. Is Peyton the guy who never wants to end practice, and when it's all done, he's just begging guys to pitch to him?
Yeah.
He's going to show him how far he can hit his I've had coaches on our teams ask me, well, is he really that good? And I said, you know, and would he be able to, you know, what's he going to do next year in majors and all this? And I said, well, he hit the air conditioning unit on the top of the school. I said, but I don't know. That fence on the big field is pretty far. And so, you know, we got to go through that. So I just love being around you. You know, your confidence, believe in yourself, kind of like Neil's. It's always the big guys. They say, you know, believe in yourself. I know you can do it. Always believed in you, and you're going to have a great career ahead of you. Here you go. And finally, Marc Muchnick. No greater joy than to coach this guy. I'd probably say that if I wasn't his dad, but I love you so much. And some of my best times even are in a practice with your guys, or just with you guys. It's just in the cul-de-sac, practicing pitching with him or whatever. The guy lives and breathes every sport. He loves being around the guys, social guy. But, you know, he's turned into such a great pitcher. The big perfection this year was the change-up, which you've all seen at different stages of development throughout the year. But just incredible pitching, great infield, and swinging the bat, and just really having a great time out there, and just a real team leader as much as anything else. So it's just so much fun coaching you. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't something that you like to do, and I just love it. So I love you, buddy. All right, that ends my presentation, but I do want to thank you all. So thank you so much.